Hello, crime lovers, and welcome to Murderesque, the show where we talk all about true crime. Today, I'm joined with
Keeley!
and today, our case is Wade Wilson, aka the Deadpool Killer. This scene does contain themes such as murder and assault. So if you are sensitive to those, scroll away now. Otherwise, let's get into it. Okay, so Wade Stephen Wilson was born May 20th of 1994 to teenage parents. He was later adopted by Steve and Candace Wilson, and he was raised in Tallahassee, Florida.
I'm not surprised he's from Florida.
I'm not either.
Like, that's not the most surprising thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, no. He's a Floridian. Makes so much sense. Growing up, he was often described as troubled.
I feel like all murderers are.
Yeah, they usually really truly are. And he was reportedly involved in minor criminal activity and substance abuse. Are we shocked?
No.
No. During his childhood and adolescence, he sustained several head injuries that, was later said to contribute to his feelings of instability.
I feel like head injuries don't make you want to murder people.
Who knows?
Because, I've gotten bonked in the head a few times and I don't want to kill anybody.
Exactly. But, whatever. So that was just a little background. So now we're going to move on to his crimes. There's a lot of them. An insane amount. So in 2012, Leon County, he was involved with various incidents including burglary, assault, and firearm-related offenses.
Like, robbing banks?
Like, he would, break into homes or something. Steal. November 2013, he was sentenced to prison for burglary and grand theft, but was released in September of 2014.
Anytime I hear grand theft, all I go is grand theft auto.
Dude, I do think same though. 2015, he faced charges for sexual battery and kidnapping when a woman accused him of assaulting her in his vehicle after a party, but he was acquitted by a jury.
I don't like juries. I've already made this clear in some, when we were recording one time. I hate juries, man.
They're so stupid.
I'm gonna have a full rant about it, I think.
They're so idiotic. Don't take that to heart if you're a juror.
We're gonna maybe be jurors one day.
Yeah, that's true. Because jury duty. In 2017, he was incarcerated for stealing firearms and served to July of 2018. Yeah. And then
Why was he allowed firearms?
he wasn't, which is why he kept getting arrested.
Oh.
Later in 2018, he was mentioned in a case with Denise Williams, who was convicted of trying to kill her husband. Wilson had allegedly attempted to fabricate evidence and even offered to kill Williams' husband, but nothing came of these charges. There was not enough evidence of it, so.
Not surprised again.
There's no shock here. In February 2019, an ex-girlfriend reported an incident where he assaulted and strangled her. Originally, she'd gone to the cops trying to say that he tried to kidnap and rape her, but there was no evidence and there was already a no contact order between the two established.
Boom! Why do people think this man? He has 7,000 charges. He was charming. And also a bad boy. I'm a smart boy. I'm not a golden retriever boy. I'm like a hockey player. I'm not surprised. I'm a hockey player.
Okay, and then July 1st, 2019, he was arrested for battery. Yeah.
What did he batter this time?
Who knows? Those are just some of his many crimes. So now let's get into the murders and why he is called the Deadpool Killer.
And that's not his name.
So on October 7th, 2019, he killed 2 people within hours of each other.
What?
He killed 2 people within just hours.
So he murdered one person in the morning and then at brunch he killed another person?
Yeah, no, quite literally, yeah. Christine Melton, who
Fun story. I am somehow related to her. You were telling me that. Yeah. My dad's side, anyone, Milton, anything like that, I'm related to somehow. So that's kind of cool. Not really. Don't take that to heart. But Christine,
Don't look us up.
Don't. Christine was strangled in her home after Wilson met her in a live music bar. So then, later that day, Diane Ruiz, a mother of two and a bartender, was strangled and run over multiple times after being lured into Melton's car under false pretenses. He used Christine Melton, the person he killed just hours before, used her car to lure Diane Ruiz to her death.
Why running people over, man?
Because after he strangled her, he realized that she was still alive.
I hate him.
So he kept running her over and then realized again, oh, she again is still alive. So ran her over a few more times. After Ruiz was murdered and actually dead, Wilson called his bio father, Stephen Testiseca. Sorry, I probably just butchered that name. And confessed to the murders.
What did his father do?
His father and his wife called police, and Wilson was arrested on October 8th, 2019, so the next day. And Wilson told the police that he would be willing to do it again. Yeah. So let's move on to his legal proceedings, shall we?
Am I gonna hate the jury?
No, actually, you won't. So evidence during his trial, evidence of his mental health was presented, and a neurologist testified for his brain injuries, saying that brain scans showed trauma and impairment, which could have some effect on his impulsive behaviors. And he said, "I just wanted to do it." He told his biological father that he just wanted to do it, and his biological father testified against him in court and recounted for the phone call and said that he had said to him that he just wanted to do it after he asked, "Why would you kill people?" Great. So 12 jurors recommended the death penalty, 9 for Melton and 10 for Ruiz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they recommended the death penalty, and the judge gave him 2 death sentences, which Wilson is currently appealing the decision to the Supreme Court of Florida.
Why?
Because he doesn't want to die.
But you killed 2 people, good sir.
Yeah, he was pre-killed. The public reactions were mixed, with some expressing sympathy due to his mental health issues, while others focused on the brutality of his crimes.
I feel like you're both in the second camp.
What?
We're both in the second camp.
Yeah. So incarceration. So while awaiting the trials, Wilson got a bunch of facial tattoos, including a swastika under his eye and another swastika on the side of his face.
And people are expressing sympathy for this man?
Yes, they are. So you can Google pictures of him, and if you zoom in real close, you can see the swastika right here. It's really bad. In 2020, Wilson and his cellmate were accused of tampering with their window in their cell in an escape attempt. And Wilson is said to be the primary planner, aka the mastermind, and had set up a getaway car with a getaway driver.
I'm guessing the getaway driver got arrested?
I don't know, it doesn't say. It doesn't say anything about the getaway driver. So, who knows? And then drug smuggling. He was given 5 and 12 years to be served with his death sentences for drug smuggling, because he smuggled drugs into a prison.
Are we sure like the impulse control from the head trauma isn't just drugs.
People did say, the prosecutors did say he was like drugs and everything, and the defense said something about how that also affected his impulse.
Yeah, because you're on illegal drugs.
Yeah. He's stupid. Also, in prison, he survived a drug overdose, which an investigation which uncovered conspiracy to traffic illegal drugs into the jail. You're wondering, Wade Wilson, very familiar name. It's because the comic character Deadpool, his name is Wade Wilson, which is how he got his nickname, the Deadpool Killer.
He's nothing like him. Just, he has a similar name.
He has the exact same name.
You're joking.
The exact same name, Wade Wilson.
Did there sneak in that? Or did it just
I
happen?
think it just happened.
Hold up.
We're gonna look this up. No, yeah. Which is how he got most of his fame, also. Like, you think of his name as Deadpool Killer, and you think he's gonna be a serial killer. No, he was not.
So I think it was just named after Deadpool, because Deadpool came out in 1990, and he was born
1994. He could have been.
because his parents were teen parents.
They were. Yeah. He's so insane. He really is. I can't even with him. Like, he is still alive. He's still serving time. I'm not telling you crazy people where. Because here's the thing. Imagine someone watching this being like, ooh, and trying to send mail to us, to freaking Wade Wilson. Yeah. So I will not be saying what the prison was, but
He's not hot. I'm just
he
saying.
really isn't. He's not cute at all.
You must take Ted Bundy.
Well, for that time period, he was considered a very charming man.
Fair.
Yeah. He's insane.
Don't do murder.
Don't murder. Don't do drugs. Don't do anything like that. But that was the case of Wade Stephen Wilson, aka the Deadpool Killer. If you liked this episode, subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you want. And I'll see you next time on Murderesque.